Welcome back, guys, to another video. Now, if you're wondering, it has been a while. It's been, I think, around 8 months since I last created a video. But I did recently live stream, I think Saturday night when the race took place. And thank you guys if you watched that one, because that was like an hour and a half. So you must be really determined to watch all of that. But to make it a little more easier for you guys, I made this highlights video to kind of go over the main points of the race, just to kind of explain kind of what happened. And it was a pretty interesting race. You'll have to see for yourself, but I think live streaming, I'll definitely keep doing that. Videos, I'll see, because usually I don't have a lot of time in like during school and stuff, but definitely in the summer I can upload a lot. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. So here we are for the start of the race. Now, the start was pretty interesting. You just listen here. We go flat out very quickly here, and we get a ton of wheel spin. And really, this car is super fast, like off the line, but just got a ton of wheel spin. We started 6th place, a little bit of contact up in front, very loose. Megu, I think it's called. You got BD out in front of us, but we didn't lose any positions. I don't think, no, because we didn't. So usually the first couple laps you want to kind of play it safe. I mean, I'm not too worried about gaining positions. Then someone goes to our inside here. I think if we go back here, we go down the hill again. We did kind of get some contact from behind. I think Nyati made a little bit of contact. See here, you can actually see quite well here. Yeah, just a little bit of contact, and then that makes us go a little wider, but luckily we didn't go off the track, because if you go off the track around this track, you are right into the barriers, and it is not a pleasant experience. As this corner, I was very, I didn't know really what to do. You'll see that a lot during the race, where I just don't know what to do, and a pretty big battle out behind us. And you can see Cornhole behind us. Like, he won the championship a race ago, and now he's probably gonna go down the inside here. No, he's trying to find a space right now. We got Rob out in front here. The Cornhole, you're gonna see that I don't want to hold him up, because he's of course the championship leader, so, and the champion of this season, because he won a little earlier. It's pretty cool for him to win, but I'll fast forward to when he actually passes us. I'm on board with Cornhole here. I haven't actually watched too much of this. You can see here that we brake a little early. He goes down the inside, a little bit of contact, but he's able to get past. And really, what I was saying during the race was, yeah, he didn't deserve to be behind us. So, because he's a super fast driver, and you're gonna see him like charge his way through the field in this race. But yeah, pretty cool to see him go past us, and you can see they're continuing the fight in front of us. But we did lose a position off the start, but really nothing we can do with Cornhole right behind us. And then here you're gonna see that we get a little lucky. Rob cuts the chicane, and then he kind of goes into the rocks. I kind of overreact there, and we gain back that 6th position. And then there's Rob in the Ford GT. I do really like that Ford GT, but really doesn't have as much downforce as some of these cars. So just unlucky to see him crash like that. And then you're gonna see me do almost the same mistake as Rob, but we overreact too much here. You're gonna see right here, we go a little wide here, go on the sand. And then this was very interesting. We go flat out. We're able to rejoin the track. I think yellow flags are out. And then Willie or Texan, both are his usernames, but he just goes into the back of us. But very crucial mistake there. I think we were in 8th place. We lost 3 positions as a result of that. But we'll look on board with Willie there, because that was very interesting. I thought I rejoined the track safely there, but I don't think I was reported for that. So that's lucky. We're gonna ride on board with Willie here. Now yellow flags are out. And you're kind of gonna, yeah. Maybe he thought it was ghosted or something, but we'll look at it again. You can see that we kind of make a smoke screen, but kind of yellow flags were out, but you know, we kind of did rejoin the track in a really weird manner. We just basically make a smoke screen. Oh, just, yeah. We did, now he didn't get damage from that, surprisingly. But we got both front end damage from hitting the wall, and then we got rear end, so. But luckily it does kind of disappear after, but you can see that we're struggling to even go flat out through that tunnel section. So really, we go back to last place, which truly sucks, but maybe we can regain from it. And then back here you see Lucky Dog here. So we're behind this pack of cars, just a little barely. Lucky Dog goes off the track. I think he gets a little dirt on his tires, and then he just goes straight on there. I think he touches Niata a little bit, but just goes way too deep into that corner. And then we get past him here, moves up to 10th, which is not bad. I mean, it improved my confidence a little bit, but still, we do have a lot of work to do if we want to recover back to where we started. How worn out those tires are on Meg. So he started on the softs, we started on the mediums, but it's fully red for his tires, and that's one of the reasons why I always go on mediums first. And Nieta's in the pits, so we do gain into 8th place, so where we were when we crashed, but I mean, not too bad as we go into turn 1 here. So Nieta and Megyu, I think they went on the soft medium strategy. I'm not too sure. Let's see where they rejoin here, like what kind of tires. So he goes on the soft tire, but you do have to use at least 2 tire compounds, whereas Yuki, he starts on a medium. So I think usually what you want to do is use 2 softs and then 1 medium. So right now Niata has to use now medium, and then Megyu can use his last soft. But it was very weird to see them pit this early, because usually you'd be pitting, I think, I'm not sure. So it's so we're like 17 minutes into the race. Usually you're pitting around like almost 20 to 30 minutes into it. So a little early for them, but I'm not complaining. We gained 2 positions from pit stops. But we're gonna try to extend our lead. We're gonna try to overcut them. As you can see, our mediums are doing pretty well, but still struggling a little bit with Lucky Dog behind us. He actually, I think, gained a little. He was a little faster than us, but I think that's due to the fact that he has soft tires, and he's still doing pretty well compared to Megyu and Niata. So Nyati, I don't know how to pronounce it, but you see that his softs are very, very good for this time of the race. It's our turn to come into pits. I realized, I think fuel, we had 1 lap remaining, but I was like, you know, our mediums are basically dead. We go flat out into the pits. And that's what I get about, that's why I don't get about GT7, is you can just go flat out into the pits. And then suddenly go to like 55 miles per hour. But you can see Big D, Rob, and I think that's and Lucky Dog comes into the pits. But we take almost a full tank. I think we do take a full tank of gas. And you can see Better Call Saul. So I am running a little bit of a weird paint scheme. You can see it's kind of like sparkling and stuff. Usually it was gray throughout the season, but for the final race we're going to be running kind of like a tropical themed race, or like a more vibrant kind of livery design. And we rejoin in 11th. So I think what Lucky Dog did there, because he was behind us, I believe what he did was he took a lot less fuel than us, because he does rejoin right behind. He does rejoin right in front of us, even though he did pit behind us. But now we're just trying to. Now I'm finally on the soft tire. I love the soft tire, but the medium tires were just really challenging to kind of get grabs. And you can see Lucky Dog goes a little wider there, but now he has to regain positions again. Here we are gaining on this pack here a couple laps later, and you see, I think this might actually be the same lap, and Mekyu, you can see that he's truly struggling here. He gets a little loose. Luckily he doesn't crash, but we get past him before the tunnel, which is good. Usually you don't want to be going too wide through here, because then you got the chicane right after. And then Big D goes a little wide, but I think he we just stick right behind him. No point in going for a dive bomb around this, especially around this part of the track. But we just have to wait to fight another day. But we're up in the 10th, top 10. He's kind of catching up to Lucky Dog here, and I think he's going to... That Toyota Supra is extremely fast. That's the car that he's using. He just he goes right past Lucky Dog like nothing happened. But as you can see, that's going to position us perfectly as Lucky Dog lost a little bit of time on exit. Dude, I love this section of track because if you go a little wide, you're just going to go in the sand trap. And it's going to, but here we go. We're going to make a move. Lucky Dog gets a poor exit out of this corner. We're going to make a dive bomb on him here. A little bit of contact, but just a little bit of hard racing, and we make it up into 9th. So I think that was one of my personally best, kind of one of my favorite passes out there. That was truly a Daniel Ricciardo dive bomb, but maybe not as good. But now we're right behind Big D, who is currently in the Supra. So we'll see if we can get past. And a couple laps later, we're still behind Big D. Now he was pretty fast through, I think, the first sectors, but we were kind of catching up to him in the last sectors. But you can see here a true example of dirty air here. We kind of go behind him, but we just look at this. We barely touched the wall there. But now we're still behind him, and we're just trying our hardest to get past him. And I think we might have to rely on a mistake just to get past him, which surely that Toyota Supra is super fast in a straight line. But the Chevy Corvette, not too far behind, but it's truly a challenge when you have the same top speed. I wish I was in the Toyota Supra, but that thing understeers like heck, and that's probably why he's kind of struggling a little bit through these first sections of the track, but then just gains on that last section. You can see here he goes a little wide here. We try to capitalize. If we only hit the apex there, we might have been able to go side by side, but I'm kind of struggling. He goes a little wide. We kind of take it around so we don't make contact, but he goes around. We see here, let's walk around board with him. I don't think we make contact, no. He just gets really loose. Just goes on the sand, and then he tries to get out of the way there. Luckily, Miyaki sees him coming, I think so. Oh, and then very close between him and there. That was very, very close. But we make our way up into 7th place. As now Niati, I think, was the only person on track that did not have to pit, so he goes in the pits. The softs are actually doing pretty well. I don't know. Maybe he did pit earlier. I think he was one of the first drivers to pit. And really, did not take a lot of fuel that first time by. He was in 2nd place, and now he dropped down. We're going around the final, just entering the tunnel here. Very fast through there, holy smokes, 150 there. It's now Niati. We're gonna make it past him for 6th place here. Very, very weird camera angle right there, but we're going to 6th place. Niati comes out of the pits, I believe, and that sounds pretty good. I think this is the Audi, as he just about goes into 10th place. Maybe if he took slightly a little bit less fuel, he might have been able to get past Big D here. That's so weird saying that, but yeah, we make it into 6th place where we started. So now it's just knowing what kind of strategy everyone's on as we pick up a penalty, but luckily no one's too close to the back of us. But yeah, I mean, everyone's on different kinds of strategies, so it's kind of, I'm trying to catch up on strategies while I'm also trying to do math in my head, trying to see how much fuel we need for the last stop, because you don't want to take that much fuel, because every liter or gallon of fuel that you take, you're losing more and more time. So very, very easy to lose a couple of positions just because you took like a lap extra. Our soft tires now, I kind of cut this like last couple of minutes in half, so I go into the pits. The soft tire really struggling out here. And now this was the moment of truth. How much fuel did we really have to take? And I guessed, I think around 9 to 10 laps. So, especially around endurance races, usually sometimes you might have to have an extra lap of fuel, depending on when the last car crosses a line, when the timer runs out, which is very different to lapped races where you can, because it tells you how many laps remaining of fuel that you need. But In this game it doesn't, so very hard to tell. Now, we were in 5th place, and then we dropped back to 9th place. Now, note that some of these drivers in front do have to pit, especially Mern, who's right behind me. He's right there. I think, really, we started to catch up on him because he is currently on the medium tire. We're on the soft tire, as that Ford Mustang does sound pretty good. But clearly we're not going to hear it for long, so we're going to make it past him pretty soon as he goes a little wide there, but, you know, cold tires do affect the balance of it. Because now Mern goes a little wide. Now, I thought he was on, like, dead tires, but after looking at how he's on the medium tires, you can just see how much those medium tires understeer. And we get a pretty good exit right on his bumper here. I think he does let us by, which is very kind of him. We had some good battles in the past. But yeah, he does let us by. We go a little wide because I didn't know if he still wanted to make a move there. But you can see that he just stays right behind us. Me and him are good friends. So, you know, it's good seeing him again. But when we had our Le Mans race, holy crap, we had a ton of battles, and it was a lot of fun. So, really fun to see him again. He, who is right in front of us, we are exiting a tunnel right now, so we're gonna make him pretty fast past him here. He goes in the pits, and now we're in 7th place. So that's one extra position. Now, Rabbit, heck no was I going to be able to catch up to him. As Robert comes in the pits. Remember him? Yeah, so that's Robert, or Cornhole. Usually I call him Cornhole because that's his, like, actual PSN. These are nicknames. Now, Robert was the one, he started last because he joined the lobby a little later, so he wasn't able to qualify. But he made it into 1st place, and spoiler alert, he did win the race, of course. So just the Max Verstappen of our league, I guess you can say. Very, very fast. Even if he starts in last, or just even 15th place, I think you could definitely win from there too. But he's really good on strategy and very good at driving. But now our main focus, instead of Robert, is Niati in front. So I know that he is struggling. We are catching up to him. A second per lap, 1 to 2 seconds per lap. I'm not entirely sure. But we got 10 minutes left to try to make up this 6th place here. But I know that top 5, probably not, unless there's a massive mistake that Sniper or Rabbit does. We got Willie up there. I think who else? Rob is also up there. But, you know, Niati is our main focus. I don't want to hope too high, or else we're probably going to crash maybe. But we're going to see if the main question is, can we get past Niati before the end of the race? A couple laps later, and we see here Niati goes a little wide. I think he might have gotten a little bit of dirt on his tires here. So now you can see we're gaining. He goes a little wide, he goes into the rocks. Oh, and we just, a very sketchy pass there. If you heard me on stream, that was very, very sketchy indeed. Watch that again, because you see that he goes a little wide. I've done that so many times before. He gets a little bit of oversteer. I'm so lucky that I didn't hit those rocks on the inside, because I think that maybe that's why Cornhole's so fast, is he tries to get so close to those rocks. And if you hit him, I think you completely stop just because of the physics in this game. And we make ourselves into 6th place, so not too bad of a performance here. Now, just to show you a comparison here, we're just entering this bridge section here. Robert is entering the tunnel section. This is way past the chicane, and he's actually, he could probably make a free stop on us right now if he wanted to, just for that fastest lap, but really no way, because we have around, if you look at the timer on the bottom left, you can see that 54 minutes, races are now 60 minutes, so we have just now 5 minutes left remaining, so no way, unless he made a massive mistake. But yeah, I think our race basically is finished here. We just have to make sure to not crash. That's really the main focus, and not to get our hopes too high. For the final lap here. Now, I knew that we were not going to be able to do an extra lap, which definitely saved me, because I think we were pretty low on fuel, but you can see here how beautiful it looks. Sadly, earlier in the race when I didn't have as many passes, the sunset was beautiful. That was, if you watch the stream, holy crap. And we go on the dirt a little bit, luckily. Now Niati is like right here. So even if we make a little mistake or even get a time penalty, I think it should be good. But really, it's very just smooth sailing from here. If you didn't know, we did start in 6th place, so I mean, ultimately in the end, we didn't gain any positions, but to make a mistake, go to last place, and we actually did gain positions, because we crashed when we were in 8th place. But like I said before, strategies are super different in this league. It's very weird to kind of get used to strategies and everything, because some people, they just like certain types of tires at different times. So a lot of people pitted for softs first, and you can see here the confirmation that it will be the final lap of the race here. So you're going through the chicane for the final time. Hopefully we don't crash again. But here we go. You can clearly see if you look on the live stream, our confidence with that chicane definitely improved a ton, and I'm just super happy we were able to. And we flash our lights and excitement here. Just a pat in the back. I think this was, I mean, it was a very interesting race. We swerved, and I'm super happy that we've ended the race not losing any positions, but we didn't gain any positions. But I mean, least of our worries right now. I think reducing the damage, sometimes you have to do it. But I mean, that was a pretty good race, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. We can actually look here at Robert here. He catches up to some lap traffic here. TCR, I think, no, never mind. I thought you just started the lap here. And Robert, of course, he will win the race here from, I think, 10th place, so not quite last place, but TCR, he will finish in 2nd, and then you got Texan or Willie. I'm used to saying usernames, but you got Rabbit, Rob, you got me in 6th place, Nyati. Very good battle. I think very good battle for like 7th place there at the end there. Very, very close. Because I think Lucky Dog got past Mern in the end. Miyaki, wait, oh my gosh, I think I'm saying that right. Miyaki in 10th. And then Big D, even with them, they were having some good battles, but as now you can see TCR slide across the line, and there you go. There is the finishing results. Very, very cool. Very first time that I had a league race around here, but I loved it. Very good track. I didn't race around the old version, but it did sound like a pretty good track, so you know, just I enjoy it. Very fun race from me, just reducing the damage. Sometimes you do have to do that, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and hopefully you guys have a good day, good night. I'm so used to like different time zones in the league, but yeah, have a good day, guys.